When a man that's making $250,000 makes the decision to have a monogamous relationship with a woman, he weighs his odds, he weighs his options, he makes decisions, right? And with that being said, if you are a man of principle, you are a man of values, you're a man of integrity, you should know that when you choose to be in a monogamous relationship,
He's not
cheating
choosing
should
that.
not be a factor. Loyalty should always be involved. And if he's man enough
You
to,
moving the goalposts. He's
what's the
not choosing it.
goalpost?
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you have to be, you have to make a case for this man to choose a monogamous relationship.
I mean, I already made a case if he's choosing me as a
Okay,
wife.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's say I make 300,000. I got everything I need. I'm good. I'm CEO, multiple companies, and I got all kinds of shit going.
Mm-hmm.
And I can have as many as you, or even better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Sharper jawline, probably slimmer, whatever. Different
Mm-hmm.
races, all anytime at any given point. How can you make a case that I should throw that away
Be a
from just
polygamist.
you? Huh?
Be a polygamist. Like, what's your basis? If a man is
I'm
looking
I'm
for a
asking
monogamous
you.
relationship,
I'm asking you. How can you make a case for me to be monogamous to you to
why would I be
decide?
making why would I be making a case based upon values that you don't have? If you don't value a monogamous relationship, I'm not pleading a case to you. You're not
What
my
I'm saying
you're
is,
not the partner I'm
I didn't
looking
say I
for.
didn't value a monogamous to you. You putting words in my mouth. I
You
never
obviously
said that
don't
I
value
didn't
a
value a
monogamous
monogamous
relationship
relationship.
if you intend to cheat.
I said you would have to make a case for me to get into a monogamous relationship with you. That just because I don't want to be monogamous to you doesn't mean I don't value monogamous relationship. You
The
have to
case
have
is
a strict
made. The case
what?
is made if you are pursuing me for a monogamous relationship. I'm confused on the question because the question had to do with if
I've
he's
never
making
said
two hundred
I just
thousand
that's why
dollars
I
a
tried to
year,
tell that's why I told you to
why
play it
would
out.
he
I
be
never
loyal
was
to you?
pursuing you for a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
I saw you and I said hi.
Okay.
I bought you a
Okay.
drink. I showed you a good
Mhm.
time. We
Mhm.
go back to my place. We do
Mhm.
that repetitively. You
Mhm.
say you want a relationship. I'm saying,
Mhm.
and you don't want a man that cheat, correct?
Did I say that?
Polygyny isn't cheating though. I
No, I'm
think that
saying okay. Let me just take that. Just change it. You want a monogamous relationship with me at that point, right?
You hypothetically.
Okay, and I
Let's
say,
say.
okay, that's what you want. Why should I give you that?
Are you now asking me to ask you what I bring to the table after you pursue me?
I didn't say nothing. I said, why should I be in a monogamous relationship with you, Casey?
Are you asking me literally or are you asking me hypothetically? I'm confused.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, if you're already pursuing me, we're running in the same circles, we're doing the same type of business or what have you. You found me somehow in your $200,000 world. And with that being said, you identified me out of all of these other women in the world because I already had things going for myself. I was already presenting myself in a way that attracted you. That's first and foremost because I don't think a man that's making a certain amount of money is dealing with a woman that doesn't have anything. And maybe based on some of these people's arguments, maybe that's the case. But 9 times out of 10, for example, if you're looking to open a business and you're looking for a partner, you're going to choose a partner with a similar background, with similar assets, with a similar mindset that can help you advance your business. That would be the same argument that I would give to a man that's looking for a wife that's making a decent amount or a huge amount yearly, annually, whatever.
So,
You're looking for that same kind of
Okay, and
consensus.
this is how if you try to pitch that to me as your
But
pitch,
your point was that you're removing yourself from the line of dating, right? You said that women that are making a certain amount a year or women that are pursuing an education and doing all these things, they're raising the bar, so they're limiting themselves. But now you're then going on to ask me why, as a $200,000 man, what do I bring to the table?
no. If I can, so all right, so we can simplify this, right? He
Let's
was making
simplify.
this. He was making this argument based on what that woman said, where she raised the bar.
Right.
So obviously, that when you raise the bar to that level, there's a limited amount of people up there, right?
Right.
So what he was saying, so when he posed the question to you,
Mm-hmm.
imagine it's not like he's pursuing you to say, "Oh, I want you to be my wife." But he walks up to you, he says, "Hey, you look nice, buy you a drink, take y'all out, y'all go on a few dates." He's cool where y'all at. Y'all been screwing. He's completely okay with the scenario that he's in. He ain't asking you for no more than what you're giving him. He's cool. You want more. You like, oh my God, this is a good dude. He's been taking care of me. He's showing me he loving on me and all of this shit, right? You want now you like, I want to take this man off the market and make him my husband. What he's saying is what reason would they want, like he's saying, pitch to a man that doesn't really care for all that at that moment, why he should participate in that monogamous relationship.
I can't agree with her.
Why should I turn off all of the options I have and focus on you?
We shouldn't be doing that though. We shouldn't be trying to convince people like
to a man. That doesn't make sense.
What I'm telling you,
when you pursue a woman, you should see the value in her. You should be looking for something specific. If you're just pursuing all these 100,000 women in the world, please do not pursue me, because you have too much on your hands. You don't know how to prioritize, and you don't value yourself. That's first and foremost. So obviously, I'm not going to sit here and pitch myself to any man. I'm just not.
Fair enough. So, but here's the tricky part about that, right? There's a reason why. There's a reason why there's
club. You ain't ready for this club, sis.
There's a reason why there's an inherent amount of complaints when women do that and they complain about men. Is because those men aren't looking for that, but they're saying, "I want that," but these men ain't shit because they're not looking for that. And you see, what Bruce is basically trying to point to is the disconnect between the women that do this and the men that they're pursuing, because the men, they're at odds with the men that they're pursuing.
So I think that it's
not speak to everybody else's idea of themselves and what they want. Obviously, you're pursuing the wrong people. I'm confused on what the basis of the question is. Let's repeat the original question. What was
in 2 seconds, real quick. Okay, y'all, it's an assumption that people who make a certain amount of money are bad people. They're not. I know tons of men who make great money, who have great professions, and they're really good stand-up guys. They're really good.
They were bad men.
Yeah, but the way you're posing it is like,
you're posing the question.
Not wanting to settle down doesn't make you a bad man.
A certain amount of money, he doesn't have values.
No, I didn't say that either.
No, I didn't say that you said that. I said the question is being posed as though because a man is making a certain amount of money, he doesn't have value. So why should he not cheat on you?
You have value.
No, that ain't what he said. That is not what he said.
I think that's how it's coming out.
That's why I'm trying to. That's why I'm trying to.
Sweeney.
That's why I'm trying to clarify it for you. Just because he's making money, just because he doesn't want to settle down, doesn't make him a bad man. What we're saying is those men aren't settling down. In society, we're noticing that they're not settling down. And the women are complaining that these men are not settling down, while at the same time pursuing these men, but they're not pursuing them in the same exact way. So
Sweeney. So hold on, Casey. Let me just help you, because I see what you're trying to say. She is saying simply that having multiple women does not make you a bad man. Lying to women while having multiple women is the thing that makes you a bad man.
But we ain't talking about a man lying either.
The basis was cheating.
I didn't say no.
She said polygamy, so she acknowledged that she's okay with that. You said cheating.
No.
The basis was cheating.
This is the reason why I painted the picture and I tried to walk you through it step by step. I started at high. Then I went to a drink. Then we went on multiple dates. We had sex, and you wanted to turn this into something serious.
I don't care.
I'm okay with the situation because I'm a high status man. There's only a few around here in this particular city that's on the same level as me. That this is the case. So, and I'm saying you want me to turn off. You want me to lock in on you. And I'm saying when you're dealing with these type of guys, what are you dealing with me, or whatever pitch you have, pitch it to me to compel me to want to turn off any possibility of exercising any options.
No, that's not the case. We're just shooting our shot and hoping that it lands. To be honest with you, We're thinking we're Steph Curry. You like me, I liked you. We were in the bed, everything was fire. And then now I'm like, okay, I want this more often. I want it strictly for myself. And now I'm gonna shoot my shot. You have two options. You can either take me or you can not. That is
because what I'm trying to explain to you, Casey, because when you come up here with the men, I ain't gonna call them the big dogs. When you come up here with the men on the same earning level, you don't have the pick of the litter like we do. You know what I'm saying? You don't have
it. Ain't even. It's by your own choice that you don't have it.
Yeah, it's by your own choice. You self-disqualify yourself because you don't. We can date the 50K women.